How's it going, guys? It's Rad. So yeah, the WWE Smackdown review from last night. Smackdown episode 994. We are only 6 weeks away from Smackdown 1000. So yeah, this episode of Smackdown was in Detroit. No, I was not at the show because I had to work. But yeah, anyway, let's get right to the episode. So Smackdown starts off with Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella coming out, of course, for an interview with Renee Young. Of course, Daniel and Brie addressing the attack from Miz and Maurice last week. Of course, earlier in the day, Miz and Maurice challenged them earlier when the arena was empty. And then Daniel and Brie were told that Miz and Maurice were apparently not in the building at the moment. So before Daniel and Brie could really respond, then Andrade, Cien Almas, and Zelina Vega come out. Zelina poked fun at Daniel and Brie for, quote, crying. And Zelina talked about how they thoroughly enjoyed beating them down last week. And then Zelina says that Almas would like to do it again right now. So that set up a one-on-one impromptu match between Daniel Bryan and Andrade Cien Almas. So a rematch from last week. Highlights of the match. Daniel's hip toss was good. Almas's big boot spinning elbow was sort of botched. It looked weird. It was botched, so that's a fail, I guess. But Andrade would rebound with an armbar on the top rope. Almas's shoulder tackle to send Daniel outside the ring was good. Almas's drop kick to counter a Daniel Bryan axe handle from the apron was picture perfect, on point. Daniel's suicide dive was good, followed by Daniel's yes kicks in the corner and a baseball slide, while Almas was hanging upside down. Almas's moonsault, especially when Almas was able to still hit it after Daniel rolled out of the way. Daniel's normal yes kicks were good. Almas's double knees in the corner were good. Match ending. Daniel Bryan will hit the running knee on Almas. Daniel Bryan gets the 3 count for the win. Then after the match, Brie Bella would attack Zelina Vega and then hit the running knees on Zelina for post-match assault. And then the Miz and Maurice appear on the Titantron. And then Miz and Maurice saying they were going to take the night off and go on a date. And that they were dining in one of the finest Italian restaurants in Detroit. And then Miz says Daniel and Brie would have to wait till Hell in a Cell to see them. So next up we get a exclusive interview between Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. Of course, Becky's saying that Charlotte was stealing the spotlight. And then Charlotte Charlotte's saying that she's just taking advantage of the opportunities presented to her. And that Charlotte tells Becky that Becky's jealous and that Becky has always been second favorite to Charlotte. And that Becky can't handle it. So weird interview. It's just the build up for the SmackDown Women's title match between Charlotte and Becky at Hell in a Cell. So yeah, next up we get a one-on-one women's match. We get Naomi versus Peyton Royce. It was a pretty man match, so only highlights in the match was the match ending. Naomi's baseball slide to Billie Kay to prevent Billie from interfering was on point, perfect. Naomi would then hit a sunset flip on Peyton Royce, and then which would lead to a roll-up, and Naomi gets the 3 count for the win. So after a couple weeks of Naomi losing to the Iconics, Naomi finally gets one. But after the match, Billie and Peyton would attack Naomi for post-match assault. Then Asuka's music hits. And then Asuka comes out to the ring. Asuka goes after Billie and Peyton. Asuka was able to clear the ring of the Iconics, hitting the big kick to Peyton Royce. And they're all standing tall. So yeah, Asuka's back. Maybe now she can be taken serious for a change. So next up we get a segment. So Samoa Joe comes out. Yeah, well, so much for Samoa Joe supposedly going to AJ's house and visiting Wendy Styles and the kids. So Samoa Joe comes out. Joe claims his threat to show up at the Styles household was simply to scare AJ and his family. And Samoa Joe says the real scare would be when he takes the WWE title from AJ at Hell in a Cell. And of course, Joe presuming that AJ was at home protecting his family. Then WWE Champion AJ Styles appears on the Titantron, and AJ says, once you insult Once you insult someone's family, the talking stops. And then AJ's music hits. AJ Styles comes out. AJ runs out to the ring and attacks Samoa Joe to start a brawl. Brawl would get to the outside. Samoa Joe would throw AJ over the steel steps. Samoa Joe then grab a steel chair. As Samoa Joe's walking back, AJ would get the upper hand by hitting a phenomenal forearm from the steel steps. Then AJ would grab the chair from Samoa Joe and strike Joe with it. And AJ would continue to do that until the refs came out. And SmackDown General Manager Paige came out to separate the Styles from Samoa Joe. So yeah. We'd also find out after that Miz and Maurice came back while Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella left to go after Miz and Maurice. So then Paige tells Miz that Miz will have a match against anybody that wants a shot at the Miz. Well, I'll tell you who that is after a little bit. So yes, next up, we get a triple threat match, tag team match. Rusev Day versus the Usos versus Eric Young and Killian Dane of Sanity. The winner will face the Bar to the side in a number 1 contenders match next week on SmackDown. And the winner of that said contenders match will challenge the New Day for the SmackDown tag team titles at Hell in a Cell. So yeah, to the match itself, highlights of the match. Jimmy's arm toss is good. Sorry if I mix up the Usos. They both look the same. It's really hard to tell them apart. So Jimmy's arm toss is good to start the match. Rusev's arm toss is also good. Jay's splash and body slam combo was good. Sanity's double team knee drop, elbow drop, whatever you want to call that. It was good. Good execution from all the men. Killian's back exploder was good. It looked like he was sort of struggling, the big guy. Not sure why. Oh well. Continuing on. Next up, Killian's running drop kick was also good. Eric Young's elbow drop off the apron was also good. Rusev's spinning drop kick was also good. Oh yeah, Jimmy's Rikishi splash in the corner was also good. Eric's neck breaker followed by Jimmy's Uso splash was good. Good combo from both men. Killian's crossbody was also good. Jay's super kick was also good. Jay's suicide dive was also good, but during that sequence, Rusev would tag himself in. We need to ending of the match, so Eric would roll up Rusev. Eric would put his feet on the rope to gain leverage. Ref would catch the illegal pin. So then after it gets broken up, Rusev then hits the Machka kick on Eric Young. Rusev gets the 3 count for the win. What's it gonna take for Eric Young to win, to get a title shot? Come on, Vince. What's it gonna take? Don't worry, Eric and Sanity. Someday you'll get a title shot. Someday. So, of course, next week, that means we'll have the Bar versus Rusev Day. The winner will challenge the New Day for the SmackDown Tag Team titles at Hell in a Cell. So, yeah, we'll see how that match goes. So, to our main event. Our main event, Miz. It will be Miz versus any person in the back that wants a shot at the Miz. And the person that wants a shot at the Miz is R-Truth? What? What? R-fucking-Truth? So here's how this one was set up. So Truth was backstage looking for Carmella. Truth would mistake Maurice for Carmella. I mean, it's sort of not that hard to do since Carmella and Maurice both have blonde hair. And then Miz says the last time Truth was relevant was 7 years ago when Truth and Miz were a tag team. And then Miz challenged Truth to a match. So then R-Truth goes and finds the real Carmella. And then Truth tells Carmella that Maurice called Carmella Staten Island trash. And then Carmella says she's gonna rip Maurice's extensions out. Well, to be fair, the only way you could tell Maurice and Carmella apart is that one's built like a model, and the other is built like a diva. Shouldn't be that hard, right? So yeah, to the main event. Before the match, with Miz would come out. Of course, Miz would do his promos, calling Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella cowards, saying that Miz, of course, saying that he is Daniel's superior, and that now Daniel needs Brie Bella to fight his battles. And then Miz says that at Hell in a Cell, he will drop Daniel faster than the defense can drop Matthew Stafford. How about this, Miz? Counter. I'll drop you faster than a defense can drop Matthew Stafford. Don't you ever talk shit about my quarterback ever again, you son of a bitch. That is Judah Tribe's job, not yours. Learn your role, motherfucker. So yeah, to the match itself. Highlights of the match. Truth's arm toss was good. Truth's drop kick was good, along with his spine buster. Oh yeah, by the way, before I continue on, I also want to mention here. Reason Carmel and R-Truth are working together, they're a tag team for the Mixed Match Challenge Season 2. Oh my fucking god, we're really going back to this again? This shit again? Fuck. I did not even watch one instance of this episode in Season 1. This is fucking trash. What the fuck is the point of the Mixed Match Challenge? Well, it's also streamed on Facebook Live. But, like, come on. I have never, like, when I say this company is desperate to cater to a bunch of fucking yuppies, I wasn't joking, folks. Like, this is just another Vince McMahon quick cash grab scheme that's gonna completely backfire. Because, seriously, who the fuck watches the Mixed Match Challenge? I didn't. Didn't watch a single episode of Season 1. Not gonna watch a single episode of Season 2. But, yeah. Continuing on back to the match, back on point. Miz's knee and big boot were good. Combo was also good. Miz's neck breaker was good. Miz's diving clothesline in the corner was good. Miz's axe handle off the top rope was good. Miz's ick kicks were also on point. R-Truth's corkscrew elbow was okay. I mean, it's R-Truth. Miz's DDT was okay. Truth's dropkick was good. Miz's chop block was good. Oh, by the way, Miz, in NFL, chop blocks are now 15-yard penalties. Then again, Miz, we don't take your football trash talk serious. Since after all, Miz, you are a Cleveland Browns fan. Tell you what, Miz, the day when Cleveland wins the game, we'll start taking your NFL trash talk serious. How about that? Miz's big boot was also good. So match ending, as Miz is setting up for the skull-crushing finale, Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella's music hits, Miz gets distracted, and as Daniel and Brie are coming out, R-Truth would then take advantage of the distracted Miz to roll up the Miz, and R-Truth, Ron Killers. Ron gets the 3 count for the win? What the fuck? R-Truth gets the 3 count for the win in the main event of SmackDown? What? What? Are you kidding me? What the hell? This is the biggest what the fuck moment in almost since Jobber Mahal won a number 1 contenders match. The biggest what the fuck moment this company had ever since Jobber Mahal became WWE champion. What? So yeah, where was this fucking R-Truth the last 7 years? Like, WWE's completely fucking wasted him. Now all of a sudden he gets a fucking upset win. What the hell? I would only expect this kind of shit on WWE 2K19 Universe mode. What? What? So then after the match, Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella attack The Miz and Maurice for post-match assault. Daniel would lock in the yes lock on Miz as Brie is throwing Maurice back into the ring. Selena Vega and Andrade Cien almost come out and attack Daniel and Brie, allowing Miz and Maurice to escape. Then Daniel and Brie would counter and lock in the yes lock on Andrade and Selena while Miz and Maurice watch from the ramp. in shock. And Daniel and Brie are standing tall. Would have, like, what, is it 2-3 weeks from Hell in a Cell? God damn. Since, of course, Daniel and Brie will face Miz and Maurice in a mixed tag match at Hell in a Cell. And that's where we end SmackDown. This episode was just a giant what the fuck review. What the fuck episode? What the fuck review? God damn, this was strange. But it was pretty meh for the most part. So my final rating, I'll give it a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. It is just the better show. SmackDown, once again, better show than Raw. But will it be the better show this week? We're going to have to see how NXT goes. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Hope everyone has a great day, and yeah, peace out.